Guys, we're at Forest Hill. I've been waiting for this for a while. Joe's been waiting for this for 8 years. He's on his way. I'm so excited to link up with him. Like, he looks good. He looks like he's in the zone and just executing his plan. And he gets to the aid stations and he's like coherent, big smile, and I'm stoked to get to run with him.
A record-setting thru hiker, he has won the Cocodona 250 from Seattle, Washington, Joe Stringbean McConaughy.
My name is Joe Stringbean McConaughy. I live in Seattle, Washington, and I'm a trail runner. So Western States is a 100-mile race that feels like the Olympics of trail running. Not only are you dealing with the heat with 17,000 feet of elevation gain, but you're racing against this like amazing level of competition that just creates some carnage. And it's very common for people to get humbled by the course.
I'll come into aid stations and be like, I just need to drink a half liter of water, and I need 3 half-mil flasks, and I need my 300 milliliter flask.
So I have a big crew of 8 people. The reason for that is because you kind of wind your way down the course and you have crew hitting spots on the north side, and then you have another crew hitting spots on the south side. In each of those crews, there is a pacer. I'm lucky enough to have Des Linden for the 18-mile stretch, and then I have Blake Slattengren helping me for the final 22 miles, and Blake ran here last year, so I know he'll bring kind of the vibes and the energy I need to close it off strong. A lot of people are kind of coming in with like 70% of a stretch. Like, I think a lot of people are coming in like, oh, I'm going to go super hard and like see what happens.
Just see what happens.
Yeah.
And then there's a fair amount of people that are like, I don't know.
It seems like across the board, people are like, yeah, course record.
I don't think it's a guarantee. I bet somebody will run like 14:15. And I bet someone will run like 14:10. And that guy has one thumb. The other thumb is underneath his butt.
Underneath, right?
Under hamstring, yeah. Yeah, keyword underneath.
I think it's before 4 o'clock, but everyone's pretty with it. It's pretty awake and feeling lively, getting ready to load up the cars and head in our different directions. I don't even actually know where everyone's going. I'm just gonna roll with it. Go where we go.
So I started the race and I knew I wasn't gonna go out with the leaders on the first climb, but I was a little shocked about how hard they were going out. But you go up the escarpment and that whole section is just really awesome. And at the very top, it just was super energizing because you had like 300 or 400 people and I'd be raising my arms up and people were just going wild. So it started off with like a lot of really good energy and just like, wow, this is like such a cool race.
Just a week ago.
So now our latest update was Marianne Hogan was in 8th. Now we've got Keely Henninger in 9th. How high?
So we're at Duncan Canyon. It's about 7:45. So we had a morning of logistics, dropping off cars, getting things in the right place, and now this is our first aid station. We anticipated it will be quick. Energy levels should be high because it's really early on, but we have no updates. We haven't had Wi-Fi for a while, so it's going to be a little bit of a mystery to see what's going on in the race and how it's developing as they come into the aid station. But the crew's ready. We're fired up, getting some fresh air after a lot of really windy roads.
Yeah, I mean, it's hot up here. Like,
It's
even
already pretty warm.
in Auburn last night when we rolled in, it was like still 92 degrees at 7 p.m.
Jeez.
So it's going to be hotter today. So yeah, just take care of yourself, have fun, be immersed in it, and yeah, get your legs up, take a nap. Yeah, you won't have to run through the night or anything.
We got it all on camera, so when I'm sleeping, during the race. They're like, well, Scott said.
Yeah,
He
exactly.
suggested that.
Yeah. They're like, yeah, Des is like, what the heck?
She
What's
gave up
the-
on crewing and she's taking a nap.
Dad, stay in it! Stay in it, Dad! Let's go, Joe!
5 minutes to Adrian McDonald, and then there's 2 minutes, 2 minutes, 2 minutes. There's a lot of objectives, just like one at a time. Like when you catch him, eyes up, and there's another body in front. Just caution. Can you get a little more water on him? Pretty good. You got ice on there.
Here, spread through, Joe.
Good job, Joe! Good job, Joe!
Good job, mate.
Go, Joe!
That was fast. Everything got out, right?
That was fast.
So I made it to Duncan Canyon, felt pretty good, started to do some cooling, and I had heard that the leaders were like maybe 20 or 30 minutes ahead at that point, which again was shocking. But overall, I just felt like, it was a long day out. There was a lot of race left. I just wanted to do my race and not overwork.
We're at Dusty Corner. Dusty Corners. I don't know if there's multiple corners, but it's dusty, that's for sure. It's tense down here. I think things are shaking out in the race. New leader, Chris from Brooks, which is pretty cool. He looks good. But you can feel the intensity turning up. Like the crews are a little bit more serious. The decisions are a little bit more important. So we should have Joe coming through somewhat soon. He looked good at the first stop. He looked like he's got his head in it. So see where he's at.
Our spring bean boy doing.
He looked good. He looked.
Yeah.
He was like actually, he was kind of like on the. I'm Katie.
Katie, nice to meet you.
Yeah.
Nice to meet you as well.
Yeah. So he looked good. He was quick in and out. He just like iced him down and got him out there. So he looked
So I feel really good, so that's nice. I just ate shit though. Look at
good. Yeah,
this.
I can tell. I can tell. Do you want these here?
Yeah, just put them in. I'll figure them out.
I made it to Dusty Corners, and my crew's there, and I was like, what do you want? And they're like, do you want water? And I was like, I'll drink water. Do you want Coke? I'll drink Coke. Do you want pickle juice? Like, I'll drink pickle juice. And Katie was like, do you want an extra gel? And I was like, I'll have a gel right now. So I literally like got all these things, and I was like, wow, I'm like back on my nutrition. And then I left. Oh, my tummy. So much in my tummy. Oh. And then I threw up like 4 times within the first like quarter mile of leaving that aid station.
Stringbean out, devil's thumb, seemingly smiling and waving to the volunteers.
He is a really just wonderful human being. He runs our Wednesday workouts with Cowgill in Seattle. He also runs a youth trail running program where he's working to get more kids outside and on the trails, which is awesome.
Yeah, Rob!
Whoa, does it come out of clothes?
It does, it does.
Go wider, go wider. Yeah, you need wider.
It can't go a small V. We need big V.
And
It's for victory.
V for victory. Exactly.
We're at Forest Hill. I've been waiting for this for a while. Joe's been waiting for this for 8 years. He's on his way. I'm so excited to link up with him. Like, he looks good. He looks like he's in the zone and just executing his plan. And he gets to the aid stations and he's like coherent, big smile, and I'm stoked to get to run with him.
When he came in through Michigan Bluff, mile 55, he looked really, really good. He was moving super fast. We got ice water on him, did an exchange, gave him some pickle juice. He ran out, got some sunscreen from his brother, and we were like, he's moving really well, so it's looking good.
Caffeinated or not caffeinated?
So overall, I felt good. I really felt like I was starting to come into my own and starting to be competitive. That's when I picked up Des, and it was net downhill, and I was feeling good.
Yeah, Forest Hill was electric. People had talked about it at camp, and this will be one of the most exciting aid stations. I think it lived up to the hype. It was pretty cool. Felt like we took that momentum for the first 3, 4, 5 miles.
My name is Blake. I run for the Brooks team, and I'm picking up Joe at Rocky Chucky aid station. So I think at Forest Hill he was 13th. Word on the street is he's 12th coming into here right now. So we got a couple more people to pick off, but it seems like we got a good shot at making that top 10.
Joe is fucking cruising. He's like, let me go out front and do exactly what I need to do. And if there's a moment where he wants to change, I'm ready. But we're locked in.
I cruised down, Des and I were rolling. Des was a really good pacer. She was kind of engaging me in the right ways. But I made some tactical mistakes where I didn't quite do my cooling right. So I kept coming into the aid stations and being like really kind of overheated. And as we made our way into Rocky Chucky, like I really had to like focus and just like try to run as best I could.
Go, Joe. Good. Go, Joe. Let's go.
I'm gonna get a little reset, I think.
Yeah, you're good. Nice. Dude, you're within 10 minutes of 9th place.
Hell yeah.
You don't have to hit draw.
Yeah, good job. Good job. Nice work.
We'll get you wet.
Over here?
Dropped Des off, I picked up Blake. At that point we were in, I think 11th, but I was like, I have a top 10 finish in me if I can run this thing. And we walked up Green Gate and just like the whole way walking up, I just was like, wow, I feel horrible.
The last 2 to 3 miles I was out of water, and the last 2 to 3 miles I was hurting. It was hot, and I knew he was warm. It was like, get to the river, you're gonna cool off, and it's gonna be that reset. Because every time he would cool off, he just like came back to life. But obviously things changed super quickly, and I think, you know, he's probably continued to have those ups and downs.
So it was really sad to see what I felt pretty confident was gonna be a top 10 finish sort of like literally fall through my fingers and be like, it's literally right there, but I can't do anything other than walk. So it just was like a long, slow slog to the finish.
At some point you have to risk. You have to take the risk, and I think he did that, and it blew up. But like a lot of people blew up today. I think he gave himself a really great shot to kind of run through and try to finish in that top 10. Some days it pans out, some days it doesn't, but he took the risks and did the right things.
You know, at the end I came to the finish line, my crew was there, family was there, and I'm really glad I didn't quit. You know, that's what matters to me is I came, I put myself out there, I made my moves. I didn't quite have it all figured out, but overall, you know, I came to this race, I showed up, I ran hard. So I just had a really good time until I had a really horrible time with like 20 miles to go, which probably is like the best summary of my race.
For me, just as a fan of Joe and his buddy who was pacing him, I think it's like, dude, you hit the finish of a 100-mile race. Like, that's fucking sick. I'm not his coach, but like, you know, right at the finish line, I give him the hug and he's like, so I don't know. And like, I'm like, well, maybe. And we're just already hashing through it because it's just what we do. But it's also silly. Like, you're at the Super Bowl of ultras and you just cross the finish line. Like, he should just be thrilled. And I'm just proud of the guy.
You're like a band cover photo thing. That's what I'm doing. You guys can do whatever you want. Thanks, everybody. This was wonderful for a while. And then it wasn't wonderful for part of it, but at least we still finished. Thank you, Joe. Thank you. Yeah, I know. We finished.
Way to go.
What a day. Let's go. I don't know. Yeah, what do you want to do? Like City Bird on 3? Chair?
Yeah. This is really valuable, I think. And even just my section alone of having those similar highs and lows for a little segment of the course and being like, oh, I'm hot, this is miserable, why would anyone do this? And then cooling off and be like, oh, I'm having so much fun, this is incredible, like, it's so beautiful. I'm like up and down. It really mimicked Joe's, but he's like 60 more miles in than me. So it is a little taste of it. And I think the biggest thing is like, one, you got to really want it. Like, do you really want to be out here and suffering for 100 miles? And that's a question I'll wrestle with. And then if you want it, like, what are you willing to do to get there? Do I want to be that committed at this point in my career? Which, I don't know. I think you get to the finish line and you see the energy, and in the immediate moment, you're like, hell yeah. But when you start training, maybe not. I don't know. And polish it off.
Yeah, what's the snack choice here?
Gummy watermelon rings. These are actually pretty good. I think that for a rating, the watermelon flavor is really high. Like, I would give it an 8.5 on the watermelon, the artificial watermelon flavor. And the sourness of this is incredible. Like, it's like, will make your mouth pucker, but doesn't last too long. So also really high rating. This is like, I would say, maybe a 9.1 watermelon candy. Very good, particularly in this package that you wouldn't assume is anything. I like candy ratings. There's a little bit of like a tamarind to it. If you like, when you get in there, the sour, there's something extra that's like unique. That's what it is.